Your brain is being hacked right now, and it has been every single day of your life without your permission. Not by an algorithm, not by a corporation, not by some shadow network, by a puppy, by a kitten with oversized ears and wobbling legs, by a pair of enormous glassy eyes staring up at you from a tiny round face. And the terrifying part? You love it, you feel it. This sudden involuntary warmth, this urge to protect something you've never met. But here's what nobody tells you. That feeling isn't love. It's a 4 million-year-old trap. Think about that for a second. You are a highly intelligent, self-aware human being, capable of logic, reason, skepticism, and yet the moment you see a baby animal, something ancient hijacks the wheel. Your rational mind steps aside, your chest does that thing, and you whisper without even meaning to, "Oh my God, it's so cute." So the real question isn't just why baby animals look cute. The real question is, who built this feeling inside you, and what do they want? Let's go back, way back, to a man named Konrad Lorenz, Austrian biologist, Nobel Prize winner, and the first person to scientifically explain why your heart melts when you see a baby seal. In 1943, Lorenz identified something he called kindchenschema, which translates roughly to baby schema. He noticed that certain physical features triggered an immediate involuntary caregiving response in adult humans: large head relative to the body, big forward-facing eyes sitting low on the face, a small rounded nose, chubby soft cheeks, a short chin, clumsy uncoordinated movement. Sound familiar? It should, because those aren't just the features of a human infant, they're the features of virtually every baby animal that makes you stop scrolling. But here's where it gets genuinely strange. Lorenz wasn't just describing aesthetics, he was describing a biological lock-and-key mechanism, one so powerful, so deeply wired into the primate brain that it bypasses conscious thought entirely. It doesn't ask for your permission, it doesn't wait for context, it fires. The same neural circuitry that lights up when a mother hears her own baby cry, that raw, visceral, do-anything-to-protect-it response, activates in your brain when you see a golden retriever puppy tumble across the floor. Evolution didn't just create cuteness, it created a trigger, and then it hid the gun inside your own nervous system. Now pause here, because this raises a question that's even darker. If the trigger is inside humans, why do baby animals set it off? Why does a baby panda, an animal completely unrelated to your species, living on the other side of the planet eating bamboo, why does it make a grown adult make sounds they'd never make in public? The answer lies in something called cross-species generalization. Your brain didn't evolve to recognize human baby, it evolved to recognize a pattern, that cluster of features Lorenz described, and it responds to the pattern, not the species. A kitten has big eyes, a round head, and clumsy movement. Your brain runs the pattern. Match found. Flood the system with oxytocin and dopamine. That's it. That's the whole trick. And this is where the story takes a turn, because baby animals didn't evolve to be cute for your benefit. Let that land. They didn't evolve to make you feel good. The cuteness, if you can even call it that, evolved as a survival signal directed at their own parents. Those big eyes, they maximize the appearance of helplessness, triggering maximum parental investment, that high-pitched cry, designed to be neurologically impossible for a parent to ignore. That wobbly, uncoordinated walk, it signals, "I cannot survive without you," in a language older than words. Baby animals are not cute. They are desperate. They are screaming, in the only language evolution gave them, "Please, please don't leave me." You were never the intended audience, you just happened to have the same receiver installed. And yet, here's the open loop that keeps this whole thing spinning. Humans took this biological accident and ran further with it than any other species on Earth. We didn't just respond to baby features, we began manufacturing them. Think about every cartoon character you loved as a child. Mickey Mouse, Pikachu, Simba. Every single one of them was deliberately engineered with exaggerated baby schema. Enormous eyes, round heads, soft edges. Disney animators figured out in the 1940s what neuroscientists would confirm in MRI studies decades later. That those features didn't just make characters likable, they made them feel important to protect. The entire emotional architecture of storytelling, the reason you cried at the end of certain movies, is built on hijacking the same circuitry a mother baboon uses to keep her infant alive. But the rabbit hole goes deeper still, because humans didn't just animate cute things, we selectively bred them. Dogs, cats, rabbits, thousands of years of domestication have nudged these animals toward permanently juvenile features. Modern dog breeds, compared to their wolf ancestors, have rounder skulls, shorter snouts, and more forward-facing eyes. We didn't plan it consciously. We just kept the ones that felt good to look at, and slowly, generation by generation, we sculpted them into creatures that permanently trigger our caregiving instinct. We didn't tame animals, we made them eternally baby-shaped so that we would never stop wanting to protect them. And now consider what this means for the modern world. You live in an era where this ancient biological circuit, refined over millions of years to ensure infant survival, is being fed a constant, algorithmically optimized diet of baby animals. Your phone knows with extraordinary precision that a video of a baby otter holding hands with another baby otter will stop your thumb cold at 2 a.m. It knows because the data is undeniable. Cute baby animal content does not just perform well online, it performs in a category almost nothing else can touch. Because it isn't competing with your preferences, it's competing at the level of your nervous system. You are not choosing to watch it. A 4-million-year-old survival mechanism is choosing for you. And the algorithm is very, very good at finding the key. So what does this all mean, philosophically, for who you are? Here's the strange, somewhat beautiful, and slightly unsettling conclusion. Cuteness is not a feeling, it is a bridge, it is a signal that evolution built to ensure that vulnerable, helpless creatures are never abandoned. That the small, the fragile, the utterly dependent always find someone willing to stop and stay and care. And somewhere in the long, brutal history of life on this planet, that signal became so powerful, so universal, that it transcended the boundaries of species entirely. A human looks at a baby deer and feels something real, something that compels protection, something that temporarily dissolves the hard edges of self-interest. That one feeling, as manipulated and biologically mechanical as it is, might be one of the purest expressions of what it means to be alive in a world full of other living things. And so we return to where we started. Your brain is being hacked. A puppy, a kitten, a baby with round cheeks and enormous eyes, they are all running the same ancient code on the same ancient hardware inside your skull. But maybe, just maybe, being hacked this particular way by this particular signal is the most human thing about you. If this sent your mind somewhere new, if you found yourself questioning the things you feel and why you feel them, then you already understand what this channel is about. Subscribe and let's keep pulling at the threads.